Good morning, Actor Grove.
Good morning.
Good morning, Actor Grove.
Good morning.
You have to speak louder than that. Okay, so I just want to ask you guys, so what do you guys think the ultimate gift for Christmas is? Pizza. Oh. Okay, well, those are all gifts, but this presentation you're about to see is called The Ultimate Gift. Please enjoy, and I hope you all learn.
Amen.
It was an overcast and cold December afternoon, only days before Christmas, as a meeting was convened at the McIntyre Corporation. CEO Alan McIntyre, followed by Chief of Research and Development Helen Sawyer, and several employees are discussing the state of the economy as they come into the room and take their places at the table. The general outlook was gloomy, as fewer people were spending their money on the company's costly electronic products. The company's slogan was, empowering you to change your world. And each product was intended to give one control over some aspect of life. The CEO began the meeting by informing everyone of the lower than projected sales for this past December.
We don't have much time. It's already the 22nd of December, and it'll take working around the clock to have anything ready by next Christmas. The challenge is to create the ultimate gift. Helen Sawyer, Chief of Research and Development, has commissioned some inventors to build prototypes of innovation. Our job is to choose which invention we should market for next Christmas to be the ultimate gift.
Helen introduced the first inventor, and he moved to stand beside his invention as he began to explain it. However, he didn't get far into his pitch when he was interrupted by the office cleaning lady, who, listening to her headphones, was oblivious to the meeting. Jane, the cleaning woman, was used to anyone being in the office this late in the evening, as she always enjoyed the music as she worked. Being in her own little world, she didn't hear the protest of the irate inventor, who asked for her to leave. He then made the mistake of tapping her on the shoulder. Now, in her defense, you don't startle someone whose son trained her in self-defense techniques.
Stop it now. Jane, we are sorry for startling you. We are using this room this evening for a meeting. I want her out. She needs to leave immediately.
The recovering inventor, looking to the CEO, demanded that she be made to leave, but Alan McIntyre's mind was working.
Jane, would you mind staying and observing the presentation? I think it'd be nice to have Jane here to give her unbiased opinion as consumer.
Jane agreed to take part as consultant, amused over the inventor's disbelieving stare as she took her seat. As the CEO and Helen sat down, the disgruntled inventor went back to his device, started his pitch again, indicating his machine, which he called the Personal Atmospheric Controller. He explained that it allowed the user to control the weather conditions on a very small scale.
For those that need control this device will give them that power.
Setting the controls for pleasant weather and dialing up the power a little, he stood back with a flourish and smiled. But the puzzled looks of those around the table and the lack of any visible effect caused him to hurriedly explain that since the weather conditions in the room were already pleasant, there was little to change. To cover his misstep, he decided to demonstrate the more visible effects and quickly changed the setting to cooler weather. As the temperature rapidly dropped in the room, the CEO looked impressed, but commented that this was nothing that a good air conditioner couldn't do.
Impressive, but isn't something a good air conditioner can do?
The inventor responded by increasing the power, and the room suddenly became the middle of the Arctic ice mass, in the center of an ice storm. Seeing the frostbite starting to nibble on the fingers of the viewers, and the obvious displeasure on their faces, he quickly reversed the setting to simulate warmer climates. But flustered by his first misstep, he neglected to change the power level, which was still set at high. And the intense heat of the Sahara Desert in summer began to make everyone hot under the collar. The inventor was sweating profusely also, but not so much from the heat as the pressure, now on him to recover. As everyone wilted from the heat and begged him to change the setting, he switched it to generate a tropical breeze. But once again, the higher setting, overlooked in his haste, caused the breeze to rapidly increase to the wind of a tropical hurricane. The combination of the heat and wind spawned a mini tornado, accompanied by severe lightning and thunderstorms. As the storm battered everyone, one lone figure fought her way over to the machine. Jane, the cleaning lady. Struggling against the storm, but finally reaching it, she was successful in killing the power, and the storm died down. As everyone recovered, the hapless inventor tried to figure out what went wrong. Jane pointed out that he had neglected to turn the power levels down in between each weather setting. As he looked at her in amazement, he realized that twice now he had underestimated this lady. Taking the seats again, the group looked to the CEO, who was not pleased. Turning to Jane, he asked for her immediate impression as a potential consumer.
Jane, what do you think of this product as a potential consumer?
Jane told him that besides being dangerous, the machine only gave the illusion that one was in control.
We can never be in control of external conditions in our life. Only God is in control.
She then related the story from the Bible of when the disciples were on the lake at night, when a storm arose and the little boat was about to sink. But Jesus calmed the wind and waves with just a word. If we want peace, we have to know and trust the peace speaker. Otherwise, she assured them, we will be tossed to and fro by the storms of life. Helen nodded thoughtfully, but the CEO was not convinced. However, he agreed with the insight that the invention would be dangerous more than useful. Sending away the dejected inventor, he called for a break while everyone dried out and said they would meet again in a half hour for the next inventor to make his presentation.
Security?